Good evening, all. My name is Mansoor Shokat Sheikh. My batch name is 26. Today, my topic is to tell about climate change. Climate change refer to significant long-term changes in the Earth climate, including shift in temperature, precipitations, and extreme weather patterns. It is primarily driven by human activities that increase greenhouse gases emissions, such as burning fossil fuels like coal, oil, and natural gases, deforestation, and industrial processes. These gases include carbon dioxide, methane, and nitrous oxides, trap heat in atmosphere, leading to rise in global temperatures. A phenomena known as global warming. The effect of climate change are widespread and serve rising global temperature contribute to more frequent and intense heat waves, hurricanes, floods, and droughts. Melting polar ice caps and glacier lead to rise sea level, threatening coastal community and small island nations. And biodiversity are also at risk as species struggle to adopt the changing habitats, leading to disruption in food chains and increase extinction rate. Agriculture is affected by unpredictable weather patterns, which impact food production and security, leading to potential famines in region. To combat climate change, urgent action are required at both individual and global level. Government and organization must be enforce policies that reduce carbon emissions, promote renewable energy source like solar and wind power, and invest in sustainable infrastructures. Reforestation and efforts can be absorb excess carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. Individual can contribute by reducing energy consumptions, adopting sustainable transportation method, conserving water, and making eco-friendly lifestyle choices. International agreements such as Paris Agreement aim to limit global warming to well below 2 degrees Celsius above, with efforts to keep in under 1.5 degrees Celsius. Technology, innovation, and commitment to sustainable development. If left unaddressed, climate change will continue to threaten human society's economic and the planet nature balance, making immediate and sustainable effort curicles. Further insight of climate change. First is cause of climate change. The primary of the primary cause of climate change is the increased concentration of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere due to human activities. These activities include burning fossil fuels like coal, oil, and natural gases release a large amount of carbon dioxide when burned for energy production, transportation, and industries. Second is deforestation, tree absorption, carbon dioxide, and cutting them down reduce the earth capacity to regulate atmospheric carbons. Agriculture and livestock farming are to large scale farming release methane from cattle of nitrous oxide for fertilizers, but of which are potent greenhouse gases. Industrial process factories release pollutant of carbon dioxide through chemical reaction, and in manufacturing material like cement, steel, and plastics. uh, Urbanization and waste are landfills emit methane, while urban expansion increase energy consumption and heat retention in city urban heat islands like. Second is major impact of climate change. In that, first is rising temperature rising temperatures of heat waves, Global temperature have rise by about 1.1 degrees Celsius since the late 19th century, with prediction indicates at the 4 degree no action is taken. Extreme heat waves threaten human health, leading and dehydration, strokes, and higher molarity rates, especially among vulnerable populations. B is melting ice and rising sea levels. Glacier polar ice caps, the Arctic Sea are melting rapidly. Greenland and Antarctica are losing billions of tons of ice annually. Coastal cities like Miami, Jakarta, and Valencia facing increases risk of flooding and displacements. C is an extreme weather event. Climate change has intensified hurricanes, typhoons, floods, and wildfires. For example, hurricanes are fueled by warmer ocean temperature, making them more intense and destructive. Drought and wildfires are become more frequent, particularly in places like California, Australia, and the regions. Heavy rainfall and flood are causing damage in many parts of world, displacing millions. D is threat to biodiversity. Many species are struggling to adapt to changing environments, loading to habit loss, migrations, and extinctions. Coral reefs, essential marine ecosystem, and suffering for coral temperatures. The Amazon rainforest, known as lungs of Earth, is losing vast area by deforestation and fires, reducing in ability to absorb carbon dioxide. Last is impact of agriculture and food security. In that, changing climate pattern affects crop yield by altering rainfall, increasing temperature, and spreading pests and diseases. Some regions may experience severe droughts, reducing water availability for farming, while others may face excuses rainfall leading to crop damage. This can result in food storages, include prices and malnutrition, particularly in development countries. Health risks in uh, climate change affect health, human health in multiple ways, like in air pollution, worms, respiratory diseases like asthma and bronchitis, heat release illness are becoming more common due to rising temperature. Vector-borne diseases such as malaria and dengue are spreading as warmer climates allow mosquitoes and other carriers to thrive in the new region. Third is solution to climate change. Solution to climate change in that, first is transition to renewable energy. In that, shifting for fossil fuels to solar, wind, hydro, and geothermal energy can significantly reduce carbon emissions. Many countries are investing in renewable energy projects to cut dependence on oil and coals. B is sustainable transportation. India's in that encouraging public transport, electric vehicles, and cycling can lower emissions. Countries like Norway and Netherlands are and China are leading the electronic revolution. Third is energy efficacy and conservations. Using energy efficiency application are lead lighting can power consumptions. Building design with green architecture can lower heat and cooling needs. Fourth is reforestation and conservations. Planting tree and restoring forest help absorb carbon dioxide. Protection wetlands, mangroves, and rainforest in crucial, uh, as they serve as natural carbon sinks. And fifth is climate policies and global agreements. In that, the Paris Agreement in 2015 aimed to limit global warming to below 2 degrees Celsius with a target of 1.5 degrees Celsius. The United Nations Sustained Development Goals include climate action as a priority. Countries are committing to net zero emissions by mid century, like UK by 250, China by 260, 2060. Seventh is individual actions. Reduce, reduce, recycle, minimizing waste help lower carbon footprints, adopt a plant-based diet. In that, reducing meat consumption, lower methane emissions for livestock, support sustainable brands. In that, choosing eco-friendly products, encourage companies to adopt greener practices, advocate for change, raising awareness and supporting policies that address climate change can drive collect action. And fourth is the future of climate change. If no action is taken, the world will experience more serious climate disaster, leading to displacement, economic losses, and geopolitical tensions over resources like water and food. However, in governments, business, and individual work together to implement climate friendly policies and innovations, it is possible to mitigate the effect of climate change and create a sustainable future. Thank you.